Hello everyone! Today I will share my new dessert recipe, and because I love desserts but cannot eat processed sugar or wheat flour, it is going to be a healthy version of my previous chocolate chip banana bread recipe. And unlike the regular recipe, this one doesn't create cravings for more sugar and you feel satisfied after eating just one slice. Here are the ingredients you will need, and you can find the list in the description section below the video. 2 somewhat firm bananas, 5 room temperature eggs, half a stick of room temperature butter, half a unsweetened dark chocolate, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a cup of Monkfruit Sweetener, 2.5 cups of finely sifted almond flour, and when you purchase it, make sure it's finely sifted, 1 teaspoon of dry yeast, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of instant espresso coffee, a standard banana bread baking pan, and a mixing bowl. Start by adding 5 eggs, 1 teaspoon of yeast, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of instant espresso coffee, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, and whisk all the ingredients well together for about a minute. Then add a half a cup of the Monkfruit Sweetener and whisk for about 30 seconds. Next, slice in the 2 bananas into slices no thinner than 1/4 of an inch and no thicker than 1/2 an inch, and using the whisker, break them into a bit smaller pieces until they are just about this size. Next, slice the half a stick or 4 tablespoons of room temperature butter into 1/2 an inch squares and break them down with the whisker just as we did with the banana slices, and whisk for about 30 seconds. When done, take half of the chocolate bar, chop it into small pieces using a knife, add it to the mixture and whisk until evenly distributed. Finally, I'm adding the 2.5 cups of almond flour gradually. Usually I use a half a measuring cup and I add 5 of them while whisking for about 30 seconds between each half cup pour. At this point, preheat the oven to 360 degrees Fahrenheit and make sure the oven rack is 2 levels up from the bottom of the oven. Next, using your hand, or you can use a brush or parchment paper, spread some of the soft butter on all sides and the bottom of the baking pan and pour the mixture in it while scraping the sides of the mixing bowl with a rubber spatula so we don't waste any of it. Then shake it so the mixture settles nicely and evenly. Place the baking pan 2 levels up from the bottom of the oven and set a timer for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, do a toothpick test to see if the chocolate chip banana bread is ready. As you can see, mine is not, so I will bake it for another 3 minutes. And on the second try, it came out perfect. I like to do a couple of extra toothpick tests just to make sure there are no runny areas in the bread. Because the size of the eggs and the size and softness of the bananas affect the bake times, I would recommend initially setting the timer for 30 minutes and, if needed, baking the bread in additional 3-minute increments. Next, flip the baking tray over to take the chocolate chip banana bread out and let it rest for half an hour. When you're ready to eat, slice it and enjoy. It is a really delicious chocolate chip banana bread and I hope you try it. It is very moist and wonderful with a cup of coffee. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you all have a very wonderful weekend. Bye!